Often associated with festivals and celebrations, paper lanterns are now common in Southeast Asia, where the practice spread from China to neighbouring countries. Made from paper, the original idea is that the lanterns could transmit the hopes and wishes of Chinese Buddhists to those that could not hear them spoken aloud. It's likely that paper lanterns first appeared during the Eastern Han Dynasty, primarily as a light source protected by the wind for reading and writing. It was later, during the Tang Dynasty, that lantern making became an activity bound up with national pride. These days, lanterns are more commonly used as a means of decorating a space for a significant day or festival, such as Mid-Autumn in Hong Kong. They still often display picture words aspiring to happiness, longevity, prosperity and good luck. Lanterns can also be used for fun games, such as riddles during the famous Chinese Lantern Festival. Historically, bamboo, wood, rattan or wire was used for the frame. The shade was crafted from delicate paper or silk. Lanterns were often decorated with Chinese calligraphy painting, paper cutting and even embroidery. Very shortly, we will show you how you can make your own lantern using paper for this year's Mid-Autumn Festival.
We're going to use battery-powered LED lights in our lanterns. However, if you don't have these at home, the lanterns look just as striking without them. You can use plain or patterned paper, or create designs and stories to decorate the surface yourself with paint, pencils or cutting out patterns. If you're going down that route, do the designs before you start sticking the globe together. To get started, you will need paper, scissors or a craft knife, glue or sticky tape, a pencil and a ruler, paper fasteners, a 2p piece or another small round object you can draw around to create a circle, trimmings if you want to add extra decorations to your lanterns, and thread, wool or twine to hang them. Using a ruler, mark a column down the width of your paper, approximately 1 centimetre wide on one side. Then mark a horizontal line across the centre of your paper. Divide the remaining width of your paper into equal sections. The bigger the paper, the more sections you may wish to add. At least 3 sections and up to 7 works really well. It's entirely up to you. Measure and mark out on both the top and bottom equally a line approximately 1/5 of the paper's height. Measure and draw a line down the centre of each section you've measured out. In the column, mark a small tab. You'll use this to stick your 2 sides of paper together later. Draw a small X on the opposite side, so when you fix them together, the paper matches up in the right place. At the point where the lines intersect on each section, use the 2p piece to draw a circle. Draw gently curving lines, top and bottom, on each segment to create arch-like sections like this. For a more round globe, make the height of the arches and the area they attach to each other equal. The smaller the attachment area between segments, the less round the lantern will be, and more lozenge shape. Carefully cut round all the lines. Make a small hole in the centre of each circle using a needle or the sharp end of a pair of scissors. Using a daub of glue or sticky tape, glue the tab that you cut to the spot you marked with an X to create a sort of cylinder. Gather together all the circles on one end and using a paper fastener, join them together. This will be the top of your lantern, so if you have patterned paper or a design that needs to be a particular way up, bear that in mind. If you're using a tea light, make sure to pop this in your lantern before you finish the other end. There are two options for the top of your lantern. You can either repeat the bottom or use thread. To do this, create a fairly large knot in your length of thread, big enough so it won't pull through several layers of paper or card. Gather together your circles as before, threading the cord from the inside out. After the last one, tie a knot to keep things in place. The top of your lantern should then look like this. If you'd rather add wishes, stories or symbols to a separate strip of paper or fabric to hang below your lantern, like this, then cut your paper to the desired shape, thread and tie to the paper fastener at the base. Feel free to stick trimmings, paper or anything extra to your lanterns now they're finished.